Hello my fellow winter swimmers, and especially big hello to my friend Mads from Norway, who has challenged me to do this very unique winter swim under the ice. He has done it himself, where he swam on a lake in Norway from one man-made hole to another, and at the end of that video he again posed that challenge to me, and that idea just really intrigued me, and I will be doing it in a very safe way. This is not a competition, it's not like he's daring me to do it. So again, everyone who is watching, do not do this on some just foolish dare. To me, the idea was extremely interesting from a survival perspective. Can I do it by myself? Can I do it alone? Can I do it in a safe way? And then, most important of all, how? So this is what I will be showing to you in the video, where I will be swimming from one man-made little pool that I made to another, and hopefully backwards. Well, I will be for sure swimming backwards one way or another, or walking on top of the ice, but at least the general plan is to do one swim underneath by myself. Now, important aspect that I wish to bring in, and that's my primary safety system. I will be swimming with a rope. A rope will be tied to the shore, to a tree on the shore, to a rock on the shore. And one way I will be swimming by myself, just with the rope loosely attached to my body. And on the way back, I will I would like to at least pull myself by that rope and see how I can go from under the ice, just basically by pulling myself by this rope. So that's the general idea. Now, overall, why this intrigues me from survivalist perspective is because a lot of people fall under the water when they walk on the ice. A lot of people, some rescuers have to go under the ice to save someone. So this is very interesting to me, to try to simulate in a safe way such an environment, such a situation where I now have to swim under the ice and to accomplish some sort of objective. In this video it will be simply swimming from one hole to another, but if this test goes successful, and it can be replicated in a much safer way than obviously swimming without the rope or swimming in some sort of extreme situation, then this is something that I would like to experience. This is a knowledge that I would like to have. So that is the plan. Overall, I'm ready for it. That is what I would like to say. Basically, my second safety system is my body. It is me. Other than the primary safety system, which is the rope, the secondary, again, is me. I have swam underwater in the winter before, so I know how that feels. I obviously swim regularly, so I don't anticipate any problems. I have opened my eyes underwater, so I know how I perceive things in cold water, how the eyes see things in such a cold water, but that is important to note for someone who has never done that before. I also know how my fingers behave when they are completely frozen and numb. So all of that has been tested, and now I'm putting it all together to do this swim. The only thing is, I think it will be very limited because we have extremely high winds today. I'm just simply standing behind this rock, and you're not hearing these winds, but probably when I get out on the lake, you will hear a lot of winds on camera, so I won't be talking much. So that's another point I want to make. I probably will be just showing you visually things that I am doing. But that is what I wanted to say. Again, Mads, thank you for this idea, and have a look. pick up the ice in such small chunks, make sure to take them all out from the place where you're going to be swimming. Make sure none of them, because if they do and somehow shift back, and as you dive out you're going to hit one of them, well, you can lose consciousness and drown, so that's very important. There are strong winds like they are right now. You can use the ice from the hole that you made to create a windbreaker. It will prevent snow from getting into the hole, and it will also make sure that your extremities, once you get out of the water, especially your head, does not freeze instantly. It's a very good idea. Going into the water, make sure the rope is completely untangled, so as it expands it will not catch anything, it will not get stuck on anything. So double check that it unwinds and goes into the water smoothly. So this was an interesting experience. As you can see, I'm alive and well, and now that I got back home, I wanted to say a few more words to conclude this video for you. First point I wanted to make was that should you wish to replicate or do something similar that I did, make sure to prepare your body, make sure that you feel comfortable underwater, and think of everything that can go wrong and make sure that you are prepared for that. So work through every possible contingency plan, really think about what you're doing, and especially take into account the fact that different places where you swim may have different type of environment and especially underwater conditions. So for example, in the middle of a lake there may be stronger currents, and where I was swimming closer to the shore on that specific lake, I knew that there were not so strong currents at that specific location. So everything has to be accounted for, and when you go down under the ice, for example, and there's a partner who may be there to pull you by the rope should something go wrong, double check or think through the way you will communicate with that partner. Think through everything in short and take the most extreme caution when doing it, especially solo. So that's that. And the next point is that, on a positive note, of course, is that everything that I've done went perfectly, everything went according to plan. I am really pleased with the experience that I've got, because this was one gigantic experiment. I've never done anything like this before, and although nothing that I've done today was very difficult for me, I never done it, but it wasn't very difficult. I felt comfortable underwater. I felt comfortable pulling myself by the rope. I felt comfortable swimming and swimming straight. So everything went according to plan. I felt very good in the water. The only thing that really shortened that swim, because I wanted to do a few more dives, was the severe wind. The wind was so strong that in the water I was feeling fine, but I knew as soon as I get out, the longer I stay in the water, the colder my body will be, especially the skin. And as soon as I get out, it will be literally within seconds my skin could freeze. So I only limited to diving there and back. By the water temperature alone, I could have done more, but had to be limited because of the wind. So that's it. But overall, again, the dive went perfect. I did not feel in danger at any point. Everything, again, went according to plan, and that's the way I like to do it. Based on this experience, now I foresee that I could make a more standardized, more systematic training schedule. I can create like more or less of a plan of action, how to train through or with such dives under the ice for various survival situations, for just general training for winter swimming. But I can see how this the experience that I've got and I received from this experiment could make future more interesting videos, and again a very interesting training schedule that I may involve and show to other people, other winter swimmers. So definitely more dives can be achieved, definitely it can be done smarter, faster, quicker, from a perspective of just building the area. And basically I've tested everything for the first time now, and after that I can see how I can do that a lot better and with better benefit to me from experience and from endurance, from all aspects. So that is what I wanted to say. Swim safe. Stay tuned for more videos because I will be uploading them shortly. Take care.